What happened?
My horse collapsed. I don't know why. It's my friends.
Well, this don't look good for you.
Hey guys, it's Samson, and I wanted to thank all of you. So, like all of y'all that have watched the video, the video, the Stephen Ogg situation, and commented, likes, even subbed on that one. That's crazy to me. That out of nowhere, I just suddenly got like a spring amount of views, man. It's honoring. It's honoring to say, not to say, but to see that. And like just that good little feeling, just seeing that everyone, just see you all come together and see some of my videos. That was cool, honestly. And I want to say a couple things. If you notice that I sounded strange, now I don't think any of you really even know what I regularly sound like. I'm using a $60 headset, not a $130 headset. So it muffles my voice just the right amount, like just the MW2 amount, which is almost unironic, thankfully. But in case you did notice that my voice just sounded strange, I recorded that video about 3 times. My reason for that being is that one, my first rant was too long, and that meant when I had to go back and edit the audio and take out the portions where I was like taking a breath. Like while I was speaking, there was too many breath stops, and it wouldn't let me like cut anymore, right? Too many cuts. So I had to scrap everything, do it again, except even though it was better, it was too long. In case you don't know, even though I'm using, it probably should tell you, but Share Factory Studio, which is the upgraded version of Share Factory from PS4, it still basically only lets you record 1 hour of anything, and I ranted for too long. And of course, every single rant, I got back into like my soul. I started like reaching for like my anger and whatnot, and it just ended up killing my voice by like the 3rd recording. Thankfully, that's not happening right now. And also I feel I do have to say this now, not because any of you that just subscribed are gonna do this, but because I have a following, and there's always those like the random trolls that infiltrate stuff like this all the time. I'm saying this for my back. I'm gonna cover my skin here, and say, please, do not harass any individuals I talk about or mention at all for any reason. Any reason, no matter how I feel about them, for anything. Please, y'all. And like I said, I don't think y'all 10 are gonna do that, or any of y'all that happen to watch the video. At all. I just have to say that just because, there's always that one guy out there that just likes to do it for the vine, if you would, if you remember that, right? Oh man. Well, thankfully I just saved my skin now, and I want to say, holy crap, it's 10 subscribers. Now, I was originally planning on like going to YouTube, downloading a bunch of my videos from like way back in 2020, because if you didn't know, I started uploading in 2020 to now, right? And even though that's like only 30 years of content, that's a lot of videos I uploaded within like a couple months to years and whatnot. So I'm gonna take a good amount of those, like condense it all into like just a little segment, and as my 10 subscriber special. But since I already hit that 10 now, I figure I'd take this time right now to address a couple things and say a couple things. Now, I want to address that I am honestly sorry that I do not respond to y'all as fast as I can. I don't have an excuse for this. I'm not going to give a heartfelt excuse. I'm just going to say why I don't. It's because Twitter. It's not that I'm really blaming Twitter. I'm blaming myself that I don't delete Twitter. I got it a long time ago, and the first day I got it, my phone blew the fuck up, and I just put the phone into do not disturb mode ever since then. And also because even though I am graduated, I do go to driving school because fuck reading, and I don't want to get in trouble in class either, now that I'm in class again. So I have my phone on do not disturb mode, and I just forget to turn it off, and that's my fault. Now, another thing, I do, since it is a 10 subscriber video, not the special, a 10 subscriber video. I want to give a little bit of a roadmap for what I'm going to be planning on later. Firstly, I'm going to be waiting just a little bit more for MW2 to come out, because as I said on my previous channel update video, that I was gonna not do any projects, no like Rockstar editor videos, no gameplay videos, or at least like gameplay projects, until I get MW2 in my hand, start playing the campaign for y'all. Now, the way I usually do this is the way I've always done this, ever since like my first gameplay project, was I play the campaign, I go through all the motions. I get familiar with like the story beats and whatnot. Just in case there's any like optional choices, I like go back and do them again, see what there is to do, like the options and whatnot. And then for my third or fourth like playthrough, then I start recording gameplay for y'all to see, right? That's just the way I like to do it. I just feel comfortable doing it that way for y'all, instead of just going in completely blind and just looking like an idiot playing. That's that. And as soon as I'm done with that, I want to do my Halloween project. Now, the reason I'm doing the Halloween project way later is because, one, I'm not doing any projects right now because I'm waiting for MW2 to come out. And also, while MW2 is coming out and I start playing the campaign and then recording and then editing and then finally uploading, that is going to take basically the rest of the month. And that sucks because usually every month I have an October upload. I actually, was my October upload the Classy video? I'm gonna go back and look at that. But in case it wasn't, even if it was, I'm gonna do my specific Halloween project as soon as I'm done with MW2, which will be Resident Evil 2. Now, honestly, I love this game. I love it to bits. Mostly because it's the first game in a while to actually get me like jumpy, like scared while I'm playing. Because I've played a couple horror games and they haven't really gotten me like jumpy. But I am, even though I have light skin, I am Mexican. That means I jump the fuck out of my seat anytime I get scared, man. And that game gets me like running, dude. Even though it really isn't that scary. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's zombies and whatnot, but dude, I love the setting of that game. I love the setting of that game so much, and the way they do it, like the gameplay and whatnot. Oh, it's so good. Hopefully, I'm gonna get that out for y'all as my Halloween project. Oh yeah, and I plan to have 2 Rockstar editor projects soon after that, which are gonna be the Lines We Blur. If you've seen that one already, then you already know what it is, and you might be excited because that one's one of my favorite ones that I did back in the past. And my sequel to American Patriot. Now, in case anyone is wondering, even though I've said this before, but since the other video blew up, and that means this might get in the algorithm a lot more. In case anyone's wondering, the Lines We Blur is already uploaded on the channel, but it was from the PS4 era. The PS4 era gets me frustrated. The reason being, my goodness, right? That, even though I loved playing on the PS4 back for like all those years I've had it, I hated that it only uploaded at 720p and no system update ever updated it to 1080p. So even though that was one of my favorite projects back on PS4, the Lines We Blur, it was at 720p, and just because of sake of creative liberties, it was in black and white, which made it look even worse. And which I just settled for it, and I was like, you know what? It's my creative liberty. I'm going to leave it here for now. If I get a PS5, I'll just do this one later. And you know what? The time for later has come. That's why I'm doing that one. As for American Patriot, I've always wanted to make a sequel to that one. As a matter of fact, I think some people might have seen this. I uploaded a trailer a long time ago for my American Patriot sequel. My problem with it is once again the system of the PS4. Now, I don't use an editing software other than Share Factory. So when I was working with Share Factory back on the PS4, it was limited to, let's face it, it was basically limited to just doing just showing gameplay, and that's it. Now, the Share Factory Studio, which is the PS5 version of Share Factory editing software, it has a little bit more space for me to do stuff, which is why I was able to upload something other than 30 minutes or something longer than 30 minutes. In which case, since none of y'all know, my original American Patriot 2 way back then was about 50 minutes of video, and I knew for a fact that shit wasn't gonna work. That was not gonna work. Too many cuts with the Rockstar editor the way it is. So thankfully now I have the freedom, like the wide space to finally do my project again. And since it's gonna be on PS5, it's gonna be cleaner footage. Thankfully, right? Thankfully. And in the middle of those uploads, hell, in the middle, like right before I even get MW2 to come out, I'm gonna be uploading 3 little random videos. Sorry, not 3 little random. 3 specific videos, which are gonna be on the topic of story. Now, the first video is gonna be the story of GTA 5, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and the gameplay, right? Then Red Dead Redemption 2, and then Modern Warfare 2019. And then after I'm done with MW2, my MW2 story video. That's just because I do want to be a writer. I want to give my perspective on how I as a storyteller view this stuff. Now I hear what some of y'all are saying, like I've seen like your Rockstar editor projects. They're not masterpieces. I know, but I'm not gonna defend my back here. I'm just gonna say how it is. I'm not gonna like go over and over and over the top of my Rockstar editor projects. Reason being, it's just me. In case anyone didn't notice this, I play all the characters when there is multiple characters, and that's ridiculously limiting to what I can do. Unfortunately, I don't have any other friends that have let alone a PlayStation 5. But I don't have really any friends that are on a PlayStation system, which sucks. But that's just the way it is. And also because it is like GTA 5, and it's when it was designed, it wasn't like designed to be a storytelling game for the sake of gameplay. It was just meant to be a game for gameplay, right? So one day when I do end up getting like the creative liberty to start filming my projects IRL, like with actual cameras, then you'll actually see how I like to do storytelling. But until that day comes, I'm gonna work on my Rockstar editor projects. I love them a lot, honestly, and hopefully y'all do too. And what was I talking about previously? I need to scratch my ear. And I do want to say, unfortunately for y'all, the MW2 what's it called? Campaign gameplay, right? That's not gonna come out for way later. Now, why is that? It's not that I'm ducking you. It's not that I'm fucking you or ducking you. Right? It's that for some reason Activision has it to where only if you have the digital version you will get the 10 days early to play the campaign. Or like 10 days early, right? I don't like playing digital games. I made that mistake getting GTA 5 digitally on the PS4. So when time came around for expanded and enhanced, and everyone's saying don't get it, I said fuck that, I'm getting it, alright, because it's a disc version. So I got the disc version for expanded and enhanced, and I can't tell if it just got patched later on or something, because everyone was saying how bad it was. But for me, as soon as I booted the game up, it ran smoothly. It ran ridiculously fucking smoothly, which I really like. And so that's why I'm like, I'm getting a disc version again. And I already pre-ordered my disc version. The thing is I can't come in like 10 days early before it releases and say, hey, can I get the game now, right? Nope, I think it really is just gonna be, I'm gonna have to wait, not spoil myself for the 10 days that it's active, and I go in the GameStop on October 28th, pick up the game, come home, and then begin my process, right? And that's gonna suck mostly for y'all, right? Because I really hope that I could get this early for y'all, man. That's why I pre-ordered it. I didn't pre-order MW 2019. I just got that the day of release. And when I heard that you could play the campaign for this one 10 days early, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna pre-order it for y'all. And it's not even for the disc. It's not even for the disc version. It's for the digital version. I'm like, fuck me, dude. Oh man, fuck me for getting the disc version. But you know what? In the long run, the long run, it's gonna be a lot better than I did. But when the day comes to get it, and I will show it to you, I will begin my process immediately, and just begin with, just like start off and start giving y'all what I need to give y'all. I'm sorry I haven't really said this earlier in the video, and I'm just haphazardly slapping it together right here. I still want it to be said regardless. I am so glad that's all of y'all have come by to see all my stuff. Well, not all my stuff, but it likely will be pushed to you. And it's up to you whether you want to see it. I'm just glad that when you do see it, alright? I am so grateful that all of this is happening. Like I'm already seeing it happening. If you don't know what I mean like I'm seeing the gears turning, and this might actually become like a community, you know what I'm saying? Sure, it's just 10 subscribers, but come on. You and I both know when we can begin to see gears turning. That video blew up crazy out of nowhere, right? The Stephen Grant video. And also, about the comments, I'm so glad that some of y'all gave actually not some, plenty of y'all, actually just about all of y'all gave y'all's differing opinions on the video and how y'all felt. And honestly, one, it made me realize, thank God you're not bots. And two, it made me happy to see that I can attract a bunch of people that have differing opinions and similar opinions even then to my community. That makes me very happy, honestly. And so I hope y'all stay. I'll do as much as I can to help to stay with y'all. I'm never gonna quit everything just for YouTube. I am gonna go to college, and I'm not gonna. Also, when I do go to college, I'm not gonna drop YouTube. I'm never ever gonna drop YouTube. And even like I've said in my other video, even though I do want to be a director, even then I won't drop YouTube. I will stay with y'all forever. Now I know that's a lot of planning for a lot of stuff in the future, like future, like way long in the future. But you know, it's always good to have goals to reach, because if video games have taught me anything, is that if you don't have any goals, if you've already beaten all your goals, there's not really a lot to do with your time at all. So I'm building everything. I'm like setting up everything right now, and really unfortunately, on the off chance that none of it does work out, I will join the military. One, because it's easier than using my brain, which, funny enough, even though I love to use my brain for storytelling, I'm given that the world is a lot more complicated than just that. It's gonna be tough out there, especially given a lot of political stuff right now. But you know what? I still have the hope to power through it, and like I said, if it doesn't work out, military. And also, another thing I quickly want to say is that since that rant video blew up actually pretty well, I don't want to say that I want to continue making videos like that, where I rant about certain stuff that just gets me turning, like gets my gears turning, and gets me aggravated or excited or whatnot, right? Really says let y'all know, and even a couple storytime videos. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done uploading this video, I will begin I think I'll start working on not the story time videos, but the story videos. First one starting with GTA, right? And then I'm going to do a story time video. Just letting y'all know about random stuff that goes through my head, and random stuff that I relive every now and again. Not like relive like PTSD, but like sit back in my bed and relive thinking about it, right? Now, I'm not gonna bait y'all. I'm not gonna bait y'all like crazy. My life isn't like extraordinarily like over the top like movie shit. I say I have a pretty normal life. I had a great childhood actually. School life was fine. I do want to let a couple of storytime videos like relating to certain school stuff that's happened. As a matter of fact, I want to condense all into one. Just to say about what's been going on in the past, and just talking up to y'all. And hopefully, now that, like I said, I literally do have a following now, I will immediately, not hopefully, it is truly up to me, but I will do my absolute best to attend to your comments. If you have any questions, if you have any statements, I will read them, because I like to hear what y'all have to think. Hopefully you all have a good day. And I don't think I've missed anything. I had to record this a second time, actually. So, honestly, I think that's about it. Hope you all have a good day. And I'm going to immediately begin recording my next thing.